Ken Seals doing? Like, is he progressing enough to where you could, you know, be full go for this game, or is it looking like Mike, would probably be the guy?
Well, we're gonna start Mike this week. Just the right thing to do for this week. I mean, there's going to be carryover in the plan, and there were things that we felt like he was able to do last week that'll be helpful in this week's plan as well. But Ken's a warrior. I mean, Ken's battled. He's fought back from a surgery. He's been banged up, and he'll be available. But I just want to just have such a respect for how he's fought through, the physical strain of a long season, and honor that, and glad he'll be with us and available. Mike will get the start this week.
Risa?
With that, Clark, how did you like the way the offense performed on Saturday? The getting the yards, moving the ball up and down the field, and what has to happen now to try to build on that performance?
We need touchdowns. This game will mirror last week's in a lot of ways. I mean, this is a very talented, explosive offense that if given rhythm and the opportunity, can score in chunks. We'll need to be a game control offense that finishes with touchdowns. Came up with 3 field goals in the first half against Ole Miss, and needed in the second half to punctuate those drives with touchdowns. That'll be where the focus is this week. Had opportunities to do that. Obviously, fell short on a couple of drives. One ending in a 4th down attempt, one ending in the red zone with an interception there at the finish of the game. So that'll be our focus, and hopefully we carry over the things that allowed us to establish rhythm. We had a physical play in the run game. I thought Rocco Griffin did a great job coming in, and was very productive for us. Was great in pass protection as well. Really proud of Rocco's effort. But we'll need to do more of that, and then let's punctuate those drives with touchdowns to position our team to win the game.
All right.
What does as somebody who played at Vanderbilt, what does the rivalry with Tennessee mean to you? And especially with how, closely contested it's been in the past several years.
Well, it's the game means a lot. I mean, it's an emotional game. It's one that means a lot to me personally. It means a lot to our team, and we've been proud of how our program's performed in this game in the recent past. But I think still there's an element of this year that our focus is on us. This is about Team One finishing the season on a high note. This is about us finding our highest level of performance. This is about us, pouring into the relationships that we built, and it really kind of pulled us through here to the finish, and honoring those in the way we fight and the way we play on the weekend. And so it's certainly a game that we are excited about, and one that we're always going to be excited for. But I think in year one, there's just a special attention to us finishing the job for each other as Team One, and really hoping to build to a crescendo here at the end.
Robbie? Clark, I guess, what about Heupel's offensive scheme, makes it effective, and what will be the biggest, challenges for you guys in terms of, like, what do you need to do to slow them down?
Well, the tempo is a challenge. Obviously, Coach Heupel's a great offensive mind, and they run at hyper speed. The quarterback's been really effective for them, both throwing the ball and running it, and they have skill on the perimeter that can create speed mismatches. And so we have to be great at tackling in space. We have to be great in handling the tempo. Some of that will be building on the plan we had against Ole Miss, needing to go a little deeper in the execution of that plan. But I think this offense presents some different challenges that will further stress us. And so this is an important week of practice, and a great way to shift our focus in preparing for this last game is knowing that we're going to play against an explosive offense they're going to put us in tough positions, but also knowing that we have everything we need to to make the stops. Just it's about focus and execution.
Joe Rexroad is in a loud dentist's office and wanted me to ask a question. When you were a player, what was this rivalry like for you, and could you have imagined that it would become as competitive as it has, to where I think it's 5-5 in the last 10 years, and I think even the points for each side are exactly even coming into this game.
The first part of that, Robbie, was as a player.
Yeah, as a player, what was this rivalry like for you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is about being a Nashvilleian and being a Vanderbilt fan since I was a child. So this game has always meant more and been something that we celebrated, and obviously I grew up in black and gold and cheering on the Commodores. So when I got to play in the game, obviously it was had a heightened sense of meaning to me. As far as seeing the series even out here as of late, anyone who's involved in competitive athletics understands that it's about building to consistency, and it's about having a plan and a formula to win. And when you're able to have stability and consistency and approach over time, you're able to even the playing field. And so I'm not surprised. It's something that I celebrate, obviously, and I think in general in these rivalry games, the closer the matchup is, the more fun it is for everybody. And so we're excited to have our first go at this as a program, but yet, like I said before, our focus is going to be on us, and it's going to be on how we bring a level of performance to the game Saturday that allows us to win the game. And we know the challenges Tennessee will present. We know the emotions that'll be a part of this game. We embrace that. We'll have fun with that. But in the end, it's going to be about, do we have the ability to interlock all three phases? We have the ability to focus on the small details that will unlock that winning performance? And that needs to be the aggregate of all our learning this season. I'll be excited to see that come to fruition on Saturday. By the way, I want to wish Joe the very best in the dentist chair too. I'll be thinking about you, Joe. Joe, I hope it wasn't those donuts we brought you last week, man. I actually kind of feel guilty now about that. So
it's his kids.
Okay, well, in that case, all good. I hope then his kids have better habits than my kids do with respect to brushing their teeth. That's something that I failed at as a parent, but hopefully Joe is coaching his crew a little better than I'm coaching mine.
Coach, thank you. Let's all remember to floss. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Good to see you.